Welcome to the 5th edition of Sales Tips with Pro Sales Guy. I'm Dave Warawa. This is the third video in a three-part series on the top 10 mistakes salespeople make. Today we'll focus on making assumptions, lying by omission, and not having the right system.
Sales Tips with Pro Sales Guy Dave Warawa. Like, share, and subscribe.
In the previous two videos, we covered mistakes 1 through 7. Watch the videos and find out how many of them you're making consistently and what you can do to help prevent them. Great salespeople make errors, yet they keep them in check to minimize the damage. We all have specific mistakes that we're more guilty of than others. Today, we'll focus on mistakes 8 through 10. Making assumptions. We all know why assumptions are deadly when giving our customers the best service experience possible. They can result in lost time and money and hurt a relationship. Buyers don't have a lot of patience when it comes to salespeople, and that's okay. Frankly, they shouldn't. We should be the experts at communication if we want their business. Now, for an organized salesperson, I've still made my fair share of assumptions with buyers. Luckily, I established trust with them prior, and we managed to get through my mistake. I will never forget one assumption I made years ago. A good client of mine called. He asked me why I didn't tell him that my company carried a new product line after hearing about it from someone else. And yes, you guessed it, I told him that I assumed that he wouldn't be interested in it. I cringed as I said those words. Here's what he said to me. In the future, please don't make those decisions on my behalf. I'd like to know anytime you launch a new product line. That was a lesson I will never forget. So don't make assumptions when it comes to your customers. Better to ask and check than assume. Mistake number 9, lying by omission. This is something I learned from the late legendary sales trainer Zig Ziglar. Zig was a master salesperson and mentored so many of us with gray hair. Here's the premise. Your relationships with customers are based on trust and full disclosure. Leaving out specific details prior to making the sale is no different than lying, especially if those details might influence the client in the decision they make. One omission can destroy a long-lasting relationship. Ask yourself this question. How would you feel if a salesperson told you most of the facts about a product but left out some of the important ones? No one likes to find out later. Your ability to fully communicate both the good and not so good is what trust is built on. Share all the details of the product. Prove to buyers that you have their back. And here's mistake number 10, not having the right system. It's quite unlikely that you don't have some sort of system for sales tasks and account management. Here's a couple of questions I'd like to ask you. How well is it working for you? And is it automated with the benefit of current-day technology? There are dozens of great CRM programs out there like Salesforce, Soho, HubSpot, and Pipedrive. They are excellent at tracking customer relationships. However, you must use them properly for them to be efficient. There are 2 points I'd like to make here. Number 1, have the right attitude with them. Yes, I get it. Your sales manager might be monitoring your activity with the CRM, but honestly, who cares about that? You know, to be successful, you need to have a sales funnel full of clients and move them along their sales cycles. That comes from 2 ways, from bottom up, customer by customer, and top down to see the health of your sales funnel. Wouldn't you personally want to know what pending business you have in the next 30 days and what's outstanding? CRM gives you all that access, and it allows you to concentrate on tasks daily if you follow the second suggestion. Here it is. Input your sales activity as it occurs throughout the day. Don't wait for the end of the day or end of the week to do so. You're guaranteed to forget important discussions and reminders. Remember, you need to be working lots of clients for success to occur. Why not take advantage of the automation that's available? It makes sense, doesn't it? And those are mistakes number 8, 9, and 10, making assumptions, lying by omission, and not having the right system. Those are the top 10 mistakes salespeople make. In my next video, we'll discuss one of the most popular sales topics, how to get clients to return your emails. Subscribe and don't miss it. See you then.
If you like today's sales tip, give it a thumbs up, share it with your network, and subscribe to make sure you don't miss the next one.